is very very important as per our examination point of view, right? So इसलिए बच्चों मैं आप लोगों के लिए ये 10 क्वेश्चंस जो कि बहुत वेल प्लान और वेल डिजाइन है ताकि आप लोगों का एक सिलेबस कवरेज हो सके, राइट? तो हम इन क्वेश्चंस पे आज डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं और फिर आपके लिए 10th को मैं बच्चों फिर से क्वेश्चंस लेके आऊंगा, दैट इज फॉर आरसीसी एंड स्ट्रक्चर पार्ट. Okay, so don't forget to join that particular session also. Okay, so let's start it quickly and let's finish it. Okay, तो बच्चों जो बच्चे पहली बार देख रहे हैं मैं उन्हें बताना चाहूंगा, my name is Krishna Yadav and I'm teaching from last 10 year plus duration. Okay, you can join us on the GATE 2023 live exam analysis on 4th and 12th of Feb at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. right? So already we have done the 4th p.m. 4th session, 4th Feb session, but now on 12th of Feb you are able to join it. Okay, okay, I will use the English language, there is no problem. You can join our GATE 2023 live exam analysis. You can join also non-tech marathon from 13th of Feb on the YouTube. Okay, now there is one mega workshop guys which you can join on 11th of Feb at 7:30 p.m. right? That is basically 7 success mantra from a beginner to the topper in the GATE 2024. Good evening Thakur, good evening Nagraj. Come fast and join the session guys. You can register us on the for the GATE 2023 rank and the plan ahead, right? So this is basically a rank predictor tool which you can which will be alive on 15th of Feb. You can register for that, right? Now guys, let's start with the question number 1 and good evening to all of you. Rishabh, very good evening. Deepak, very good evening. Thakur, very good evening. And Nagraj, very good evening. So this is the first question in front of you guys, which is based upon the engineering mechanics part. Math type question, 1 mark problem for you, right? What is given to us? Let's read it first and then we will solve it. Okay. Priyanka, very good evening. So what is given us guys? Let's read it first. A block whose mass is equal to how much? A block whose mass is equal to 20 kg, which is laying on a rough horizontal plane. So this particular surface is a rough surface. This surface is a rough surface, right? And it is connected by a string passing over a smooth pulley to another mass of 5 kg as shown in the figure below. The minimum coefficient of friction, you need to find out what is the minimum value of mu which is required below 20 kg so that the system remain in the position. That is the question. Okay, only 1 mark problem for this particular question guys. This is based upon the friction force and you need to draw the free body diagram for both the masses. Then only you are able to solve this type of problem, right? So let's do it guys quickly. So this is the mass 5 kg for which we have to draw the free body diagram first. This is 5 kg weight. So mg should be acting in the downward direction, 0.25. Very nice Deepak. So 5 into, let us consider 10 is the gravitational constant. Okay. And T is nothing as our tension. So T is equal to how much? Can we write here guys? Summation Fy is equal to 0 easily. That is our static equilibrium equation. So T minus mg is equal to 0. So T is equal to how much? It will be equal to 50 Newton. Correct? T is equal to 50 Newton. Now guys, we need to draw the free body diagram for this particular 20 kg mass also. So FBD for 20 kg mass. 20 kg mass. Let's draw it. So this is 20 kg. This is only 1 mark question. The next one is 2 mark. Okay. So it is equal to how much? 20 into again 10. And then we have a normal reaction like this. And this is our tension force. Now you know that guys, the friction force will act in the backward direction because the block is trying to move in the rightward direction. That's why. Very nice Rishabh Pant. So what we will write here? Summation Fy is equal to 0 and n minus 20 into 10 is equal to 0. So n is equal to how much? N is equal to 200 Newton. Correct? Okay. Then we have to write summation Fx is equal to 0. That means T minus Fr is equal to 0. So tension is equal to how much? The friction force itself. Now The value of t is how much? We have already calculated it, 50. So 50 is equal to Fr, and Fr can be written as mu into n. What is the value of n? It is 200, right? So mu into 200 is equal to how much? It is equal to 50. Kindly calculate this value of mu, how much it is coming around? 0.25. Very nice. It is coming around 0.25, and this is our answer. So this is the minimum coefficient of friction which is required below 20 kg so that the system remain stable. Very nice, guys. Only 1 mark problem for this type of question. Okay. Very nice, Deepak. Very nice, Rishabh Pant. Let's move to the next question, which is basically MCQ 2 mark question. Kindly read it very quickly and let me know the answer, right? And please share this session to other students also, guys. So those students who want to solve a different type of question, they can join the session also. Okay. Okay. Now, what is this question? Determine the magnitude of the friction force when theta is equal to 25 degree. So this theta is already given, which is equal to 25 degree angle. Clear? And the value of P force is 750 Newton. So this value is given to us 750 Newton. Okay. And a weight is coming from the top, which is basically 1.2 kilonewton, or you can write it 1200 Newton. The value of static friction is 0.35 and the kinetic friction is 0.25. We need to find out the value of friction force when the P is equal to 750 over here, right? So first you need to draw the which is basically 750 Newton, correct? Then we have a 1200 Newton force which is coming from the top, correct? We have a normal reaction also, which should be like this. This will be our normal reaction, and this is our friction. This will be our friction, which should act in this way. This will be our friction force, correct? Which is nothing as our Fr, right? Now guys, listen carefully. You need to take the component of this normal reaction and the friction force along to the vertical direction and horizontal direction, right? Let's do it. Okay. Now this angle is 25 degree. Okay. So let me show you how to do the calculation of angles. So let us suppose, guys, if I draw a perpendicular line like this and this angle is theta, right? And if I draw a line like this, if this angle is theta, then what is this? This is 90 minus theta, and this particular angle will be theta, right? So can I say that the normal reaction is trying to make an angle theta with respect to vertical? Then this angle will be 90 minus theta. So this angle will be again theta, which is 25 degree, correct? Now guys, let's write down the equilibrium equation, static equilibrium equation. So summation Fx is equal to how much? It is equal to 0. So we can write here Fr cos 25 degree. This angle is 25 basically. And this angle is also 25 degree, correct? So Fr cos 25 degree plus n sin 25 degree minus P is equal to 0. So what is the value of cos 25? Cos 25 is equal to how much? Cos 25 degree is equal to how much? It is equal to 0.90. So 0.9063 Fr plus sin 25. Sin 25 is equal to how much? It is 0.422. 0.422 n, and it is equal to P. P is equal to how much? 750 Newton. So this is our equation number 1, which we are getting. Now similarly guys, we will write summation Fy is equal to 0. That means minus 1200 plus n cos 25 degree minus Fr sin 25 degree, which is equal to 0 again. So n cos 25, that means 0.4 cos 25. Cos 25 means 0.90. 0.90 63N minus FR. FR is equal to how much? We need to calculate it. Okay. So sine 25. Sine 25 is equal to how much? Sine 25 is 0.422. FR is equal to 1200. And this is our equation number 2. Now guys, if you have equation number 1 and equation number 2, if you solve it, you will get the value of friction force. So please tell me the correct answer for this, all of you. Please write down guys, what is the friction force which you are getting over here? What is the value of FR which you are getting after solving these two equations? Please write down in the chat box. What is the value of N and what is the value of FR which you are getting after solving these two equations? So let me tell you the answer, right? So the friction force which you are getting is 173.41 Newton. And the normal reaction is equal to how much? 1404.81 Newton. So these are the two values which we are getting guys, and as per these answer, which one is the correct answer? Tell me. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Which is the correct answer guys? Please tell me. Determine the magnitude of frictional force when theta is equal to this, P is equal to this. And you can calculate the limiting static friction force also. You know that guys, limiting static friction force is nothing as it is mu times of Mcs times of N. And Mcs is equal to how much? It is equal to 0.35. And the normal reaction which we are getting is 1404.81. If you solve this, then the maximum friction force which is allowed is equal to 491. But the friction force which is developed actually is less than this. That means this will be our correct answer. This will be our correct answer. Crystal clear? So A is the correct answer for the problem. Okay. Let's move to the next question guys. Now this question is based upon your environmental engineering. Only two questions was there for engineering mechanics. Now the remaining question will be based upon the environmental engineering part. Okay. So kindly solve very carefully guys and read the question very carefully. Okay. So this is basically a 2-mark problem which is basically a MSQ question, right? And this question is based upon BOD part, right? What is given to us? Let's read down. So the dissolved oxygen in the diluted wastewater sample having an initial DO of 9.5. That means DO initial is given to us whose value is equal to 9.5 milligram per liter. And it is measured to be 3.5 milligram per liter after 5 days. That means DO final is equal to how much? DO final is 3.5 milligram per liter. And a dilution factor is also given, which is basically 0.03. Okay. And the reaction rate constant is equal to 0.22. That means K value is given us, which is equal to 0.22 per day. Okay, sir. Now what we need to find? We need to find out whether these statements are correct or not. So the first statement says the 5-day BOD of the wastewater at 20 degrees centigrade is 200 milligram per liter. Let's calculate it. So let's check the statement number 1. So BOD 5-day at 20 degrees centigrade can be written as DO initial minus DO final multiplied by dilution factor. Now this dilution factor is given in terms of fraction. So you need to write down 1 by 0.03. So this is dilution factor, this is DO value initial 9.5 to 3.5 final value multiplied by 1 by 0.03. Please calculate this and let me know how much you are getting. 9.5 minus 3.5 divided by 0.03. So this value is coming around 200 milligram per liter. 200 milligram per liter. So can I say that guys, the first statement is correct? The 5-day BOD of the wastewater at 20 degrees centigrade is 200 milligram per liter. Yes, this statement is 100% correct. Okay. Next one is the ultimate carbonaceous BOD is 250 milligram per liter. So the question is how you can calculate the ultimate BOD. So the formula to calculate the ultimate BOD is 5-day BOD at 20 degrees centigrade can be written as BOD ultimate bracket 1 minus e raised to power minus k into t, right? This value is already known to us. How much it is? 200 milligram per liter. Let us suppose the ultimate BOD is BOD ultimate bracket 1 minus e raised to power k is equal to how much? It is already given 0.22. So minus 0.22 and multiply by how much? 5 days. So please calculate what is the value of BOD ultimate. BOD ultimate is equal to how much? 300. Very nice, Rishabh Pant. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Deepak A and D. Okay, we will check it out. So this value is coming around 300 milligram per liter, right? So the ultimate BOD is 300, but in the option they have written 250 milligram per liter. That's why this particular option is wrong. So A is correct, B is wrong. Let's read the C statement. The amount of BOD present after 5 days is 100 milligram per liter. Now, what do you mean by 5-day BOD at 20 degrees centigrade? This is the amount of BOD which is removed, which is already satisfied, right? That means the 200 milligram per liter is already removed BOD. The total BOD is 300. So out of 300, 200 is removed. So what is the remaining BOD after 5 days? 100, right? So the BOD present value after 5 days is 100 milligram per liter. This is basically the present value. So present value is equal to 300 minus 200. So it will become 100 milligram per liter. Getting a point or not? Clear? So that means C is the correct statement. Deepak, C is also correct, right? C is also correct, right? Very nice, very nice. Now let's read the next statement. The 5-day BOD of this wastewater at 25 degrees centigrade is 225 milligram per liter. What it means actually? We need to find out the BOD of the wastewater at 25 degrees centigrade. Earlier we have calculated it at 20 degrees centigrade. Now we have to calculate it at 25 degrees centigrade. But assume the coefficient of temperature is 1.04. Hello Swapnil, how are you? So let's do it, guys. Can we calculate the value of K at a different temperature? So K is equal to K 20 degrees centigrade bracket coefficient of temperature raised to power T minus 20, correct? So this value is how much? This value is 0.22, which is already given to us. Bracket 1.047, and this T is equal to how much? This T is 25. So 25 minus 20. So how much it is? Please calculate it. So this value is basically 0.2768. That is nothing as K 25 degrees centigrade. Now guys, please calculate the BOD value after 5 days at 25 degrees centigrade. So BOD ultimate bracket 1 minus e raised to power K 25 degrees centigrade multiply by T. So this value is already known to us, which is basically 300 bracket 1 minus e raised to power minus 0.2768 multiply by 5 days, right? Please calculate this. How much you are getting? Please let me know the answer. 2768 multiply by 5, then multiply by 300. So this value is coming around 224.82 milligram per liter. That means it is approximately equal to 225 milligram per liter, correct? So tell me guys, this answer is also correct. That means A is correct, C is correct, and D is correct. So 3 statements are correct, right? A, C, and D, and you will get 2 marks. Simple. Yes or no? Very nice, Swapnil. Correct answer. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So can we move to the next question? Can we move to the next question, guys? Next question. Yes. Okay. Let's move it. So the next question is basically again MCQ, but it is 2-mark problem. Okay. Kindly read the question very carefully. What is given to us? And guys, what you have to do? in the GATE exam, there are certain problems. The data of that particular problem you are able to represent in the form of some figure or in a form of some pictures, right? So try to write it down in that way so that it will be much easy to understand the question, as well as you are able to solve it quickly by denoting some symbol to the values, right? So that is my suggestion. Kindly see this particular problem, you will understand it. So what is given to us? 100 ml of water sample was filtered through the dry glass fiber filter. Will not use the paper. Filter paper is not to be used in analysis of solid, right? Or analysis of the concentration of total solid or suspended solid, because you know that guys, if you put the paper in the oven, it will burn. So they will not use any kind of paper. Please understand this point, right? And do not say it, right? Please remember this. Always use the glass fiber filter so that you can measure the suspended solid or the dissolved solid in the oven, right? By using gravimetric method. So guys, what is given to us? 100 ml of sample is there, which is filtered through a glass fiber filter whose weight is 2.4 gram. So there is a filter whose weight is already given. This is the filter whose weight is already known to us. Let us consider W, and this value is 2.4 gram. And the filtrate is collected in a crucible whose weight is 23.50. There is a crucible also whose weight is equal to how much? Let us consider W star, 23.50 gram. Now after oven drying at 104 degrees centigrade for 24 hours, the resulting weight of filter was this. Okay. So let us suppose 100 ml of sample you have poured it, right? And over this guys, some solid will retain. Over to this, some solid will retain, right? Some solid will be there. Now after oven drying it for 24 hours at 104 degrees centigrade, what will happen? The moisture will get evaporated and ultimately you may have the weight of filter and the solid. Similarly, the weight of crucible and the solid, right? So that is given to us. So let us consider the next part which is given to us is this filter, which is oven dry, and over it we have some solid whose weight is W plus W1. What is W1? That is the weight of suspended solid, because suspended solid will retain on the glass fiber filter. So this weight is given to us guys. How much it is? It is equal to 2.465 gram. Okay. The second one is crucible. So after oven drying, the weight of crucible and the weight of dissolved solid, the summation of it is equal to 25.10 gram. So can we calculate the suspended solid weight, which is nothing as W1? It is nothing as the subtraction of this part from this one. So 2.465 minus 2.4. How much it is? This value is 0.065 gram. Okay. Second one is dissolved solid. The weight of dissolved solid is W2. W2 is equal to how much? 25.10 minus 23.50. So how much it is? So this value is 1.6 gram. Now after adding these two values, you are able to get the total solid concentration in terms of weight. So 0.065 plus 1.69. So this value will be 1.755 gram. That is nothing as our total solid. Now we need to convert it in terms of milligram per liter. So do it guys, you will get the answer. So in milligram per liter, we can write this 1.755 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3, so that it is converted into milligram, right? And divided by liter. Volume is how much? 100 ml. So 100 divided by 1000. 25.10 minus 23.50. So this value is 1.60, 1.60. Sorry for this, 1.60, 1.60. Let me raise this. Okay, 1.60 plus 0.065. Okay, so this value is basically 1 point, yes, 1.665. Okay, okay. This value is 1.665. Okay, Rishabh, 1.665. If you solve this, how much you are getting? So guys, this value is coming around 16650 milligram per liter, right? So our answer will be C. C is the correct answer for the problem. So in this way, we are able to calculate the total amount of solid which is present in the water. Crystal clear, guys? Very nice, very nice. C is the correct answer for the problem. Very nice, Rishabh. Very nice, Swapnil. Padma, yes, 1.665 is the correct answer. Okay, let's move to the next question, guys. Now this question is based upon municipal solid waste. Now again, it is related to the filtration process, but in this case, we need to calculate two different things. One is moisture content and second one is our ash percentage. Okay, let's understand the question. During approximate analysis of municipal solid waste, 50 gram of sample is oven dry for 24 hours at 104 degrees centigrade. So we have a sample whose weight is equal to 50 gram, right? And it is placed in the oven at 104 degrees centigrade for 24 hours. This is the weight of sample right now. In this weight, it is no, means the weight of crucible is not included. We have to include it. After cooling down, a residue weight along with the crucible was observed 21.246. That means the weight of residual and the weight of crucible, right? This combined weight is given to us after oven drying it, 21.246 gram, right? Then the residue was again subjected to 550 degrees centigrade for 2 hours. The crucible was again weighed and obtained to 21.021 gram. Okay, we will consider this. The weight of the crucible is 19.96 gram. So earlier the weight of crucible is not to be considered in the sample. So guys, we have to add it. So this total will become 19.996 gram plus 50 gram. Then after oven drying it, you will get this total weight, right? That means in the oven dry process, the amount of moisture which is present in the sample will get evaporated. So first, let's calculate the moisture content. Okay. So can I say that the weight of the water is equal to how much? Weight of water is equal to how much? Bachcha log, it is 50 plus this particular weight, which is 19.996 minus this value, which is 21.246, correct? So if you calculate this particular value, how much it is? So this value is coming around 48.75 gram. That is the weight of water. Now the total weight of a sample is how much? 50 gram. So can I calculate the percentage moisture? What is the percentage moisture? 48.75 divided by 50 multiplied by 100. In this way, we are able to calculate the percentage moisture easily. So tell me guys, how much it is? 97.5% is the percentage moisture. But we need to find out the percentage ash also. So listen guys, this is the residual and the crucible weight after oven drying. Now the same sample is placed inside a muffle furnace at a 550 degrees centigrade for 2 hours. Now what will happen guys? From this particular sample or from this particular residue, some of the volatile solid may get evaporated, right? Now the remaining part will be our ash, right? And the final weight is 21.021 gram. So let's calculate the weight of ash also. Weight of ash is equal to how much? This value minus this one. So 21.246 minus 21.021. Please calculate this, how much it is. This value is 0.255 gram as a weight of ash. So let's calculate the percentage ash, which will be 0.225 divided by total weight. So total weight of sample is 50 and multiply by 100. In this way, you can calculate the percentage ash. So guys, the percentage ash is 0.45% only. Getting a point or not? So 0.45% is the percentage ash. 97.5 is the percentage of moisture. Crystal clear or not? Please write down in the chat box, all of you. Getting it? Tell me guys. Okay, very nice. Next question is based upon the disinfection part. A very different type of question guys, which we have to solve again, and it is basically a MSQ part, right? 2-mark problem again. Okay, listen very carefully. An experiment that shows a concentration of 0.1 milligram per liter of HOCl which yield an 89% killing of bacteria in 5 minutes. Okay, now calculate the disinfection rate constant and percentage R removal by assuming Chick's law and Watson law hold true. So guys, you know that what is Chick's law? Chick's law is nothing as NT is equal to N naught into e raised to power minus K into T. What is NT? NT is number of microorganism which is present after time T. What is N naught? Initial number of microorganism. What is K? Disinfection rate constant. What is T? Time of contact. Getting a point? Now, as per this particular question, 89% of microorganism is already killed. So, how many percentage of microorganism is remaining? 11%. So, if it is 11%, so can I say that after time T, 11%, that means 0.11 N naught is present after 5 minutes, right? So, we will put the value of NT like 0.11 N naught is equal to N naught into e raised to power minus K. K value is not given to us. We need to find it out. T is equal to how much? 5 minutes. It is already written, right? So let's cancel N naught and let's take ln on both the side, ln 0.11 and ln e raised to power minus K into 5. Okay, let's solve it. Minus 2.2072 is equal to minus 5K. So K is equal to how much? So K is equal to 0.4414 per minute. And this is one of the answer which we need. Correct? This is one of the answer which we need. So you can see guys, this is the only option which can be correct, right? But let's solve the second part also. That is basically percentage R removal. What do you know percentage R removal? Percentage R removal means how much percentage of microorganism okay. Calculate the disinfection rate constant and the percentage R removal after 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, kindly consider 10 minutes. This statement is missing. After 10 minutes of contact period. Contact period. Kindly consider this statement. This statement is missing. After 10 minutes of contact period. Okay. You need to find out how much percentage R removal is there. Okay. So guys, to calculate this part, we need to calculate the number of microns which is present after time 10 minutes. So N naught multiplied by e raised to power K, K is equal to 0.4416, we'll consider 16, multiply by 10. So this value is coming around 0.01208 N naught. So let's calculate the percentage R removal, which is equal to N naught minus NT divided by N naught multiplied by 100. Very nice. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Very nice, Deepak Swapnil. Good. 0.01208 N naught divided by N naught and multiply by 100. So you will get 98.79 something, 98.79% something. That means C is the correct answer, which is closest one, right? C is the correct answer for this particular problem. Crystal clear, guys? Crystal clear? And this particular problem is based upon Chick's law. Next question. Next question. Next question. Now again, this is a MCQ type question in which you need to find out the theoretical oxygen demand for a chemical which is basically benzoic acid, right? Let's understand how we can solve it. So this is the reaction which is already given to us, right? This is the reaction which is given to us. We need to find out the theoretical oxygen demand, which is known as COD also, right? If the data is not given, so what we will consider, the theoretical oxygen demand is equal to chemical oxygen demand also, right? So in this case, we need to find out the theoretical oxygen demand for a benzoic acid whose concentration is 370 milligram per liter, right? So let's understand how we can solve this problem. So 2 times of C6H5COOH require 15 molecules of O2, right? So let's calculate this particular value first. What is the molecular weight of this? So carbon is 12, 12 into 6 plus hydrogen is 1, 1 into 5, carbon is 12 again, oxygen, oxygen, that means 16 plus 16 plus 1, right? Let's calculate this particular value first, how much it is. So this value is coming around 244 gram, correct? Now how much amount of oxygen is required for this particular benzoic acid? So 15 into 16 into 2. Let's calculate this value. So this value is coming around 480 gram. That means 480 gram of oxygen is required for 244 gram of benzoic acid, right? So let's calculate the amount of oxygen which is required for 370 ppm of benzoic acid. Let us consider this one is X milligram per liter of oxygen required. Just you have to use the unitary method, you will get the answer. So X milligram A, okay, 728, very nice. So 370 multiplied by 480 divided by 244. So 370 multiplied by 480 divided by 244. So exactly we are getting 727.86 milligram per liter as an answer. That means 728 can be the answer. Very nice. Very nice, Rishabh. Deepak, correct. Next question, guys. Next question. Again, 2-mark question, which is based upon municipal solid waste again. Right? What is this question exactly? Let's understand. Now determine the number of 7.5 meter cube containers which is required per week for the waste collection after the compaction, right? For a colony with 200 houses and 3 people per house. The generation rate is 0.6 kg per person per day. The compacted specific weight is 250 kg per meter cube. So first of all, you need to calculate the amount of MSW generated per week. First, we need to calculate this. What is the amount of municipal solid waste which is generated per week by the colony? So how many houses are there? 200. How many people are there per house? 3. What is the generation rate? 0.6. per day, but we need to multiply it by 7, right? So that it will be calculated in terms of per week. So 200 multiplied by 3, multiplied by 0.6, multiplied by 7. So this value is 2520 kg per week. Clear? Now guys, the specific weight is already given to us. Very nice, Rishabh. 2 is the correct answer. Very nice, Swapnil. 2 is the correct answer. So can we calculate the volume? Volume meter cube per week. So let's calculate it. 2520 divided by 250. So this value is in kg per week, and this value is in kg per meter cube. So we are able to understand, or we are able to generate the value of volume in terms of meter cube per week. So 2520 divided by 250. So this value is coming around 10.08 meter cube per week. So guys, if you divide this value by 7.5, you are able to calculate the number of container which is required. So 10.08 divided by 7.5. So we know that it is equal to 1.344. So you need to round off it out. So it will be 2. So C is the correct answer. Very nice. Swapnil, Rishabh, very nice guys, very nice. Next question in front of you, 1 mark problem. Tell me the correct answer for this. I think all of you know the answer. Please write down in the chat box quickly. Match the list 1 with the list 2 and select the correct answer for this. Then we'll discuss the last question. For grid chamber, tell me guys, for grid chamber, which condition you have to apply? Stokes law, suspended inorganic matter, aerobic or attached growth system? Why you are using the grid chamber in the wastewater treatment plant? Tell me guys. Why you are using the grid chamber in the wastewater treatment plant? B. Okay, Rishabh. To remove the grid particle which is known as suspended inorganic matter, right? The settling tank, it is usually follow the Stokes law. Okay. Activated sludge process, it is an aerobic process, right? It is an aerobic process. If we talk about the trickling filter, it is an attached growth system, right? It is an attached growth system in which one of the thing is fixed and other thing is passing through it. That means trickling filter means you know that guys, we have a microorganism which is settled on a filter and our sewage is trying to pass through it, right? So that is known as attached growth system basically. One of the type of attached growth system. So which is the correct answer? A for 2, A for 2, A for 2, A is 2. Means for 1 it should be B. For 1 it should be B. For 2 it should be A. For 2 it should be A. Okay. For 3 it should be C. Okay, this is D. So B is the correct answer for the problem. B is the correct answer for the problem. Last question guys, no doubt this is a PYQ, but this question is very different. That's why I have bring it, right? It is based upon the graph and that's why we have to solve it. Okay, let's understand how we can solve this particular question. A lot of students are not able to understand how to use the graph of discharge versus velocity or this particular graph basically to solve these type of question. So that's why I have bring it in this particular session. Let's solve this particular question guys. You will understand it. Okay. If you know the answer, please let me know guys. Otherwise, I will explain how to solve such type of question in detail. Now, what is given to us? An existing 300 mm dia of circular sewer is laid at a slope of 1:280, right? And it carries a peak discharge of 1728 meter cube per day. So guys, what we will do first, let's convert the value of peak discharge in meter cube per second. So this value is given to us 1728 meter cube per day. Let's convert it in terms of meter cube per second first. 1728 meter cube per second, that means 24 and 3600. Please calculate this, how much it is. 1728 divided by 24 and 3600. Okay guys, so how much we are getting? 0.02 meter cube per second. This is our peak discharge. Okay, now use the partial flow diagram in the given figure and assume n is equal to this. At the peak discharge, the depth of flow and the velocity r. We need to calculate the value of depth of flow, how much it is, and the velocity, how much it is at the peak discharge. We know the value of peak discharge, but guys, let's calculate the Q full also. Okay, so Q full can be written as V full multiplied by A full. So V full is how much? 1 by n, r raised to power 2 by 3, s raised to power 1 by 2, and A full is pi by 4 into d square. Clear? So guys, let's calculate the value of Q full first. 1 by n, n is equal to how much? 0.015, which is already given. R is equal to how much? R is nothing as, that is basically your hydraulic radius. So you know that guys, for full, how much it is? For full run, how much it is? R is equal to watted area upon watted perimeter. Watted area is equal to how much? Pi by 4 into d square divided by pi d. So this value will be equal to pi to pi will cancel. It will become d by 4, right? So this value is d by 4. D is equal to how much? 300 mm. So 300 divided by 4 raised to power 2 by 3. Okay. Slope is given to us 1 is to 280. 1 by 280 is the slope. Raised to power 1 by 2. Then pi by 4 and again 300 square. Okay. But guys, if we put 300, that means we will not get our discharge in meter cube per second. So in place of 300, you can write 0.3. That will be much better, right? Please write down 0.3. Then it will be much better. Okay. Please convert the value in terms of meter directly. You will get the answer properly, right? Okay. Do this calculation. How much you are getting? Let me know answer. Let me know the answer of this particular part first. So guys, this value is coming around 0.050 meter cube per second. That means this is our Q full. Now after getting Q full and Q peak, can you calculate the ratio of this? Yes. So Q peak divided by Q full is equal to how much? 0.02 divided by 0.05. How much it is? 0.02 divided by 0.05. So this value is coming around 0.4. Correct? This ratio is 0.4. Now you have to use the partial flow diagram. Kindly see this. What is given over here? This is nothing as D by D ratio. And this value is Q full, Q by Q full, and this value is V by V full. Now what we will do, guys, we'll try to mark the value first. What we have got? 0.4 for discharge. So please mark on the x-axis, excuse me, as a 0.4. On the x-axis, you have to mark 0.4 and kindly project it on the discharge curve and then project it on the y-axis. So how much you are getting? Exactly 0.4. That means our D by D ratio at the peak discharge will be 0.4. So what is the value of D? It is 300. Then what is the value of small d? 300 multiplied by 0.4. So this value is coming around 120. 120 mm. Correct? Now what you will do, guys, to calculate the velocity, you need to project this particular point further on the velocity graph and kindly project it on the y-axis, sorry, x-axis basically. So this is 0.4, this is 0.5, this is 0.6, this will be 0.7. Okay, so what we are getting? V by V full is equal to 0.7. Clear? Now let's calculate the value of velocity when we have peak discharge. So V is equal to 0.7 multiplied by V full. So 0.7 multiplied by V full. V full is equal to 1 by n r raised to power 2 by 3 and s raised to power 1 by 2. So 0.7 multiply by 1 by n is equal to 0.015, r is equal to d by 4. So that means 0.3 divided by 4, raised to power 2 by 3, and slope is 1 by 280, raised to power 1 by 2. Kindly calculate it, you will get the correct answer for this. So guys, we are getting a value of 0.4959, that is approximately equal to 0.5 meter per second. That means this is the correct combination. At P discharge, the depth of flow is 120 mm and the velocity is 0.5 meter per second. And that's why B is the correct answer for this particular problem. Very nice, Swapnil. Very nice, Deepak. So guys, these are the questions which I want to discuss with you. Now, day after tomorrow on 10th, again, I will bring some of the question, guys, which is based upon structure and RCC. If you want to join that session, again, you can join it at 9 p.m. in which I will discuss the question, 5 questions from the structure part and 5 questions from the RCC. Okay. So kindly solve those questions if you want to solve it. So kindly join that session at 9 p.m. Okay. So any doubt if you have, guys, any query, any question, anything which you want to ask before the GATE exam, you can ask me right now. I'm here to help you, right? You can ask me anything. Please write down. आपका कोई भी सवाल, कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो बच्चों, कोई सजेशन हो जो आपको चाहिए, जो मुझसे आप पूछना चाहते हो, और अगर मैं आपको बता सकूं तो मैं आपकी मदद करना जरूर चाहूंगा, तो आप मुझे बताएं बच्चों चैट बॉक्स में लिख के कि कोई भी अगर आपकी क्वेरी हो तो. ओके, सो बेस्ट ऑफ लक. थैंक यू सो मच गाइस फॉर ज्वाइनिंग द सेशन. मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप लोग बहुत अच्छा वर्क करेंगे बच्चों और अच्छे से फोड़ के आएंगे एग्जाम. मेरी हमेशा विशेष आपके साथ है और मैं उम्मीद करूंगा कि जो भी बच्चा साल से मेहनत कर रहा है, बहुत टाइम से मेहनत कर रहा है, उसे हमेशा सक्सेस मिले ही मिले, क्योंकि आप सभी लोग रेगुलर हैं और आप सभी लोग बहुत मेहनत करते हैं. तो मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ बच्चों कि आपको आपकी मंजिल मिले और आप सक्सेसफुल बने. ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट एंड थैंक यू सो मच गाइज फॉर ज्वाइनिंग द सेशन. लेट्स मीट इन द नेक्स्ट वन. Bye guys, take care. Good day.